First of all, if you're watching this video and you're a first-time watcher, just note that don't subscribe to me because you like this video. Go look at the rest of my channel. This is a video that I typically do not do, but it's simply to help out some of the people that I communicate with on a regular basis. My channel is about do-it-yourself projects, sustainability, homesteading, gardening, etc. So don't subscribe to me on the basis of this video. That being said, there's a group of people, especially within my community, YouTube community, that has been challenged with some of the things that have happened with the Google Plus and the YouTube commenting. And I wanted to cover some of that with you real quick. So first of all, to understand the YouTube Google Plus integration, we have to understand what Google Plus is. And Google will tell you that Google Plus is not another social media service. It's not another Facebook. They're not trying to take over Facebook, but what they're trying to do is they're adding a layer of social media on the whole internet and then allowing us to interact with that layer of social media and with each other via social media. So this integration for YouTube and Google Plus was simply it was in the books to happen. And the reason why they needed it to happen was, first of all, they give you one sign-in for all of the Google services. So you're not signing in to multiple things. You just sign in. And if you have a Gmail account, you're already signed in. And it gives you the ability then to layer a social layer to your comments on Google Plus, or on YouTube rather. So we're going to cover just a little bit about how to do that and how to find your comments, and we'll go from there. I'm also going to include a link in the description below to Martin Shervington's site. He is a Google Plus guru, and I'll actually include a link to a web page on his site that has a tutorial of over, I don't even know what it is, over 3 or 4 hours of video in where he explains everything in a step-by-step process. So if you want to go there and you want to learn more about it and educate yourself, please do. Let's first then jump into YouTube. The reason why I chose to do the video right now is I uploaded a video recently and I wanted to show you how I comment on my videos. First of all, when I set up my YouTube account, I actually have an email sent to me on whenever there's activity on my account. So, for example, anytime there is a new video that gets uploaded, I have it land in my Gmail account, and I have it show up here with the YouTube tag on it. And if I need to do something more to it and I want to save it, I raise it up here to the top. But anytime I have activity, now I know what that activity is, and I can read that activity from an email. So now I know that I've had 4 comments here to this video. Now, if you don't want to have an email sent to you to keep track of them, it's already here, up here in the little bell icon, and that's where all of your notifications reside. It can be on any of the Google Services page. That bell will show up, and you can click on it. Now notice, when I click on this bell, and I see that we have notifications, and I click off of it, see what happens with the bell? There's no number there. But the posts are still here. Okay? And I know that this post is associated to the video. Now you can also see a notification popped up, and I got another comment. So I'll bet you if I refresh this, there'll be, well, maybe not. It's probably already there. So now let's take a look at the video. What I've found so far, the easiest way to manage and manipulate the comments is to go directly to the video and pause it. Now I know a lot of you don't want to hear that, but what I found is that until Google, and by the way, Google's planning on rolling out a mass manipulation tool that will allow you to manage and manipulate your comments on a mass scale rather than having to go to every single video. So what I do then is I come to the video and I look through each one of these comments, and the ones that I've subscribed, I look through each one of these comments, and the ones that I have responded to here show up like this, and the ones that I haven't obviously don't have a response. And I also can look in this section here and review comments, and this is showing up as a spammed comment, when in turn I don't see it as a spam comment at all. So I'll go ahead and clear it and give it the ability to show up in the comment section. So that simply was an individual who was, let's refresh this, newest first, who was sharing my video to his Google Plus profile. It says here, Jimmy in Mexico shared this via Google Plus. And so on. So now let's talk about how we respond. I can hit reply, and I can type, thanks, man. I appreciate you watching. Cheers. Or, if I want to, I typically always try to tag the individual here. Okay? So how I tag them is you hit a plus sign and type in Jimmy. And do you see what pops up here? Jimmy in Mexico. And I put it in there. Now what happens is when I tag his name like this, when I tag his name like that, it shows up in his notification box as Wayne Metter tagged you in a comment on his video. And he can go back to that notification. He can go back to this notification and find it in his notification folder. So now he's notified of a notification that looks very similar to this one. Now we're going to jump to a different video. But I commented on TR Prepper's video, and I said that. And when he replied back to me, it showed up here in my notification. And I always, regardless of whether or not I respond, I always give him a little +1. And that responds another notification back to him that says, hey, I read your comment. So it's a checks and balances system that allows us now to know that somebody has read our comment. Now also know that if I was to give this a thumbs up here, which I'll do, it's the same as giving it a +1 in Google+. All right. Now let's talk a little bit more about the comment itself. If you were to make a comment on your own video, like what I did here, basically what I did was I took the About section, or the description section, and I copied it, and I pasted it into this box. And I hit share on Google+. And what happens is it shows up in a post like, let's go to my profile on Google+. It'll show up in a post just like this. See that? But you say, Wayne, how do you make it look cool like that? How do you make it bold? Well, I'll show you. To make a bold post, and I'm going to make a comment to my own video here that's not on Google+, but it's the same thing. Remember, you can check this. If you don't want to share it publicly to Google+, then you can comment here, and it won't show up on your profile on Google+. But you put an asterisk and say, this is a test. Now you can also use the underscore button and make it italicized. This is another test. And how about if we want to do both? Underscore, italics. This is test number 3. And then asterisk, and then underscore. Now let's make a post. You see how that came up? This is a test in bold. This is a test in italics. This is a test number 3, bold and italics. I'm going to delete this real quick. Comment removed. Do you want to delete it permanently? Permanently, yes. So that's a very quick and dirty rundown on how you can comment and respond to individuals. Now, I've noticed that sometimes when you hit reply, for some reason, it shows up with their name, the plus sign, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why, but I like it when it does. Now, also know that I can also make a comment to my own video, a first comment to my own video, or to your video, and I can share it to Google+, and I can pick the people that I want to see it on my Google+ profile. For example, here I have it set to public, but I can just as easily say this is an aquaponics video that I'm commenting on, and I want to share it only to an aquaponics group or community. This is an aquaponics community that I associate with on a regular basis. So I typed in aquaponics, it found my aquaponics community, and let's say we're talking about ideas. And now when I make this comment on the aquaponics YouTube video that I'm watching, it will show up only to that aquaponics community on my Google+. Or if I have it shared to my public and aquaponics community. But the fact of the matter is you can pick circles. So if I have a circle of family and I want to only comment on this, allow my family to only see this comment, then that's the way it'll be. So it's very, very, very intuitive. Now another cool thing, and you've probably been able to start to see this, but let's just say I want to add a link to a video, and here's a video that was just beside mine for the purpose of the demonstration. And I want to say, in reply back to the Self-Sufficient Life, thanks, Jay. Check out this. And I copy and paste that link in there. Now guess what happens? When I hit save, I'm not going to do that, but here. That'll confuse Jay. When I hit save, like this, and post, I want to see this with public. There we go. Post. Look what happens. This link that I pasted in here now gets converted to the title of the video. Pretty cool, huh? So that's another little trick that you can now do, and you can now do video responses all over again. You know, we didn't like it because they got taken away from us. Well, guess what? We can do video responses right into the comment on YouTube. So I'm really happy about it. I'm excited about the progress. Oh, I'm going to also put up another question that M.I. Woodsman had, I believe, Roosevelt, was, why can't I comment and respond to some people and some people I can't? And that's kind of a glitch, I think, in their system right now. But all of that being said, without me going into all of the details, I'll also put a link to somewhere here, I don't know, somewhere on the video, and in a link below to a guy by the name of Ronnie Benser and a video that Ronnie Benser produced, and he'll explain that in 2 minutes or less. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope that it's coming across the right way. Please like it, share it, whatever you want to do, and try to help out those of us that are having a hard time with it. And if I can be of help, please ask me any questions, and I'll be glad to jump in and help out when I can. Until next time, God bless.